Peace, this is Star with the Star Blooms. I basically wanted to share a message, y'all. I do not like these little 3-minute intervals. I like going live. Y'all gotta help me get my following up so I can get my live option back. But I wanted to share about Star Safe. If you know anything about numerology, the numerology of star is 13-4, as well as safe is 13-4. Now, a quick message on that. 13 karmic number isn't necessarily a negative number. When we hear karmic, we think negative. I want y'all to start shifting your perspective about it being negative to being internal. Okay? And the reason why it's an internal number is something that you're dealing with on a soul level. All right? So when you think of the star, you're thinking of someone who's always been authentic, unique, abstract, stood out of the crowd, even if they don't want to. They could try to hide the fact that they have this quality within themselves, but it's going to come out. When you think about safety, all right, being safe, the idea of being safe, you're thinking about someone who's basically had something affecting them, feeling and perceiving themselves to be able to live in the space of safe that wasn't of their own doing. It's really out of your control, but yet it's something that we have to face. When you allow yourself to be in the pursuit of what's safe, recognize that safety now becomes the star of your life. It affects your experiences. It affects you being able to be at a rate within yourself. It expects you to be able to express appropriately within yourself. It affects you even being in the pursuit of the risk that you have to take to get to and walk in the new spaces that you've been called to. This is important because Spirit was talking to me recently about cycling through perpetual cycles and not being in a space where you've allowed yourself to dismantle and disconnect, and how important that it is. Like for us, Spirit said verbatim, disconnect and do so now. All right. And the reason why they said that this is important is because we are perceiving, we are discerning at this point. And if we aren't in the allowance of the fact that this is the change that has been made, we become halted in what it is that we are actually moving through. And we are in a momentum, okay, of it's a mega point that is happening on a cosmic scale. It is happening on a large scale. It's not just individually. It's not just internally. It's externally. It's not just externally. It's like the mass collective. It's not just the mass collective. It's the what do they call it? The neighboring planets. There's this rate of change that has occurred and that is happening, and wherever you end up on this playing field is really about the emotional real estate that you are aware that you have acquired, and how you are able to sit with it and allow yourself to be in the rate where you are owning the lessons that you've overcome and walking in the light that you have now known that you are the experience of. People are coming to experience you. They are coming to be in the experience of you. They want to see you. They want to hear you. They want to know what it is that you've went through. And a lot of us have gotten to this rate where we're like, okay, I'm ready to do the thing. I'm ready to tell my story. I'm ready to share what it is that I've went through. I'm ready to be in this place of being authentic and being vulnerable in what it is that has transferred and happened with me, because I know that people will be able to heal. And then we start putting limiting factors on it. Well, I can't share it this way because I don't want to push these people away. Well, I can't put it on this. I can't do it on this. And you can't. Is this gonna work? I'm full in the expression of, but then immediately after I come off of this horse, I'm at this. Well, I don't know if this was exactly what was needed. I don't know if this is exactly what was called for. You have to allow yourself to be in the experience of fullness. So you allow yourself to know that you come into circumstances whole because you've made a decision to leave them whole. And when you recognize that you are with your whole self and that you aren't doing anything to hinder, hold, stagnate, cultivate dissonance, blockages within you and the rates of experiences that you're having, You're in the choosing of the things that are going to allow you to be in this open heart space, this open mind space, this open opportunity space, this open abundance space. This allows you to be free and allows you to go towards whatever it is that you in a sovereign mindset and being deems necessary for you to go to. You are speaking to yourselves on a cellular level. That's hilarious. You speaking to yourselves, actually generating new forms of recognition that have always been present, yet they've been having to work through centuries of perpetual trauma that has been passed down. And because you're at this point where you know and completely honor that the cells are aware that they're beyond physical, you understand that all you're required to do at this point is give yourself the opportunity to be at a rate to do whatever it is that's called for. This means I have everything that I require in this space. If I've decided that it is now time for me to show up in my story, sharing my story and sharing what I've actually learned, and I now have the tools of that other people could use the tools of, so they don't necessarily have to go through the lessons, right? I'm at a rate of being in a freedom glance is what I'm hearing. Ooh, in a freedom glance. And when you think about a freedom glance, y'all, they're saying that the freedom glance is the eagle eye point of view of what it is that will be, has been, and is. It is literally that past, present, future position that you are literally hovering in. And you don't have to fight it. And the reason why you don't have to fight it, y'all, shifting perspective is really, really about ascertaining a level of maturity, because you honor the rate of work that you've done. You know that you're not going to go back and forth with a Shingashe, because you recognize that a Shingashe is doing what a Shingashe does. I've worked towards having this peace within myself. And because this is a piece that I want to keep and recognize within me, and I don't want to move off of this, I don't want to allow emotions that have been, emotions are really, really ancient memory, okay? These emotions have been things that have plagued people in your family for years and centuries. And a lot of us are just now at the rate of deciding that this is going to be different with me. Hey, hey, insecurity, you may have communicated with my great auntie this way. This is how we gonna talk. Hey, shame, you may have been something that has been plagued on my family for years. This is how we're gonna engage. You're literally taking the ancient information that lives and exists within spaces, within energy, and you're doing the new thing that's allowing you to have the new experience, but was always destined and was always fated for you to have. They knew that you were going to be the one. All right. So when you think about dismantling cycles, for you to be at the rate where things that you know you have a right to have, but you don't have the need to obsess and be addicted to the thought process of having them, you get to be at a rate to where you can move away from it. You get to start actually detaching from the physical and being in what it is that you're called to. I do not want this to hang up. My phone is at 3%. I love y'all. Peace. I hope this message finds whoever needs it at this time. Like, comment, share the message. I'm going to be coming back on live if I feel called to. I've been on live on different apps or whatever, but peace, like, and share. Love y'all. Don't allow safety to be your star. Take the risk. Go towards the thing, do the thing, live out, be spoken, okay? Say whatever it is that you're requiring to say. Don't be moved emotionally. Don't allow people to think that they have the right to convince you of who it is that you are, who it is that you being, who it is that you have to be in order for you to become. You do it. You choose. You make the decision, and then be firm in the guidance that you have, doing the steps that you know it takes, that are required, that you're going towards, and the dreams that you're cultivating at this time. I love y'all.